So today we're going to show how we make boiled eggs, and people have a hard time boiling eggs because it seems like they never peel right after you boil them, but we always use salt. It doesn't matter what kind of salt. It could be kosher salt, it could be regular iodized salt, and usually when we use the salt and boil them for about 8 minutes, the eggs just peel really easily. So we're going to show you how we do it. We already put some water in the pan. This is just, you can use warm water, hot water. Generally we do use warm or hot water. It just tends to make the water boil faster. So we already put that water in the pan, and now we're going to put some kosher salt, probably about a tablespoon of kosher salt. And like I said, you can use any kind of salt you want. And I'm not sure what the scientific explanation is here, but it just helps the eggs peel in a snap when you take them out and peel them. So we always cook several eggs to last us throughout the week. We like to have boiled eggs during the week. It's an easy little thing to grab in the morning when you just want some protein and an easy breakfast. You don't feel like cooking. You can just have those eggs ready for you in the morning, and you don't have to worry about doing anything except grabbing an egg. And we always peel them ahead of time too, so they're super fast to grab. So we're just gonna boil a whole dozen eggs. That way we have plenty of them to eat during the week. So that step's done. Let's go to the stove. So now, as you see, we poured out a little bit of the water so that the water is just covering the tops of the eggs. You don't want too much water in there because it'll end up boiling over while your eggs are going. But you just want it to cover over your eggs, and then you put the eggs on high. And this works with gas or electric. It doesn't matter. Just put your eggs on high, and then you'll just let the eggs start to boil, and we'll come back when the eggs start to boil. Okay, so here's our eggs. They're boiling now. It took about 5 minutes for them to start boiling. And so now we're going to set our timer on our phone, or whatever timer you have, for 8 minutes, and press start. And in 8 minutes, they're going to be done. So we'll see you again in 8 minutes. Okay, so our timer just went off. We're going to turn off the burner. And now be very careful when you do this. Keep that boiling water away from you and take it over to the sink. Okay, now at the sink, pour out the hot water, but don't touch it. Don't get your hands by it. Pour out that hot water, making sure you don't dump any of the eggs. Pour out as much of the hot water as you can, and then turn on the cold water and start putting cold water all over the eggs. Get the cold water in there as much as you can. Make sure you cool off those eggs. You don't need ice or anything like that at this point. You won't need ice at any point. Just let the eggs cool down with the cold water. And some people might need to dump out some of that cold water and run cold water again, but that should be fine. Most of the time that's good enough, just one thing of cold water. And now we'll go peel the eggs. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just take the eggs one at a time and just crack it on the counter. And just have a bowl nearby so you could catch the shells. You could also just do this right into the trash can. That's what we normally do, but for purposes of this video, we didn't want to crack shells into a trash can for you, so we have a bowl nearby. And you see how easy the egg is peeling. The shells just come right off, and then we just rinse it off a little bit and put it in a bowl. And just crack it again. And the eggshells peel right off. And that's from the salt being in the water. And it makes it so much more enjoyable to boil an egg when you're not wrestling with those eggshells. So there you go. Easy eggs, easy peel, and it only took us, 10-15 minutes. Well, all told, boiling, peeling, and we got eggs for the week now. And here they are, our eggs for the week, all peeled and ready to eat.